everybody, welcome to the 𝐂𝐴𝐲. I'm Jessica, and today's video is going to be some of our favorite books for spring. So I have picture books, chapter books, and graphic novels that I think will be perfect to read in your homeschool this spring. Okay, let's get started with the picture books. The first one I have is Spring Stinks, which this is Bruce the Bear, and he is hilarious. We love all of the books with him in it, specifically that one though. Goodbye Winter, Hello Spring. There is also Goodbye Summer and Goodbye Autumn in this series as well. Beautiful book. The Runaway Bunny. Planting a Rainbow. There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Fly. I think we own every one of these. These are adorable books, but the fly one is super cute for the spring because, you know, bugs and creepy crawlies. Fletcher and the Springtime Blossoms. Plant the Tiny Seed. And Then It's Spring. When Spring Comes. This is another one they have in the middle of fall. Winter is here and Summer Song. So if you're looking for a cute picture book to add to your homeschool that would work for every season, this one has one for all of them. The Honeybee. The Bug Girl, A True Story. So this is based off of Sophia Spencer and her passion for insects and how it became basically a national news kind of item and story. So if you're looking to add a little bit of a biography, this is a really good picture book biography. Another one of our favorite picture book biographies is Buzzing with Questions. We actually have a free mini unit study on Charles Henry Turner, which is who this book is based on. It is all about kind of his inquisitive mind and how he became known for like researching ants. So if you want to grab this book and add it to your homeschool and you want to extend it a little more, I'll leave a link in the description to our free mini unit study that goes along with this. And then the last picture book that I have is an absolutely beautiful one. It's called Monarch Butterflies. And it is basically the journey of one of the winged wonders, which is the monarchs, and their migration journey. The illustrations in this one are absolutely gorgeous. And it is, like I said, a beautiful book. Okay, next up I have chapter books. I've kind of organized them from like the easiest read to the more difficult read so that you can choose whether you would want your child to read them this spring by themselves or whether you would want to use them as a read aloud. All of these are great and I think would work for either depending on the age of your kids. So we have Sophie Mouse. This entire series is adorable. The It's Raining, It's Pouring is the perfect addition to the springtime. Dragon's Master, again, this entire series is absolutely precious. Me and Emily read them aloud when she was younger, and then Emily reread them again when she was older. The spring, Land of the Spring Dragon would be the perfect addition to read in springtime. Heartwood Hotel, another series that is absolutely adorable and would be great to read for younger kids or read aloud for your older kids to read by themselves or for younger kids for you to read aloud to. The one that would be great for springtime is the Better Together book. And if you have a cat lover, this book is adorable. It's The Adventures of Miss Pettifor. Basically, she has like a ton of cats, and these are like little stories instead of chapters. Like each one is its own little story. It is a very, very cute book and would be a really, really fun addition to the springtime. Stuart Little would make a great springtime read aloud for all ages, and so would Charlotte's Web. I don't think you're ever too old for Charlotte's Web. If you want to extend this book a little more, like if you wanted to make this your springtime kind of lessons, we have a novel study that goes along with this one that lasts 6 weeks, so it would literally be everything that you need for language arts for the entire spring season. Another fun springtime read aloud would be Roald Dahl, James and the Giant Peach, because you have peaches and all of the, insects that work with them. I think it would be really fun to kind of dig into that. The Wild Robot would be a really, really fun read aloud. And then again, you could even watch the movie to go along with it. We have a novel study that goes with this one too. So if you wanted to take that 6-week study and turn it into your entire springtime, this would be a perfect way to do it because it includes everything you need to read this book, as well as even some movie discussions and like book to movie. So much like Charlotte's Web, if you wanted either one of these to basically be your entire springtime homeschool language arts, we've got you covered. Adventures with Waffles is one that we read a few years ago, and it was so much fun. Basically, it's 2 kids that have adventures and they're kind of getting in trouble. It would be a really great springtime read. I think it would be a really fun read aloud. Like, me and Emily really enjoyed reading and discussing this one, so I think it would be perfect for that. And then the last chapter book I have is the Pinderwicks. This entire series is fantastic, but specifically Pinderwicks in the spring would be a great addition to springtime homeschooling. And then I grabbed 3 graphic novels, mainly just because I know that some kids really, really love graphic novels, so I wanted to make sure we had options for them. The first one I have is Science Comics. Again, this entire series is amazing. There's so many different titles to choose from. The one I grabbed for spring is Trees, because I feel like we're in the season of like growth and new things sprouting, and I feel like it's a perfect time to get into nature study, and so Trees would be a great springtime read. And along that same line of trees and gardening and being outside in nature, I thought that would be a great time to do The Secret Garden. Now, obviously, you could read any version of The Secret Garden. I have this one. I'm not going to be able to locate it on the shelf right now, but we have the regular novel. Any of them would work. But if you have a kid who loves graphic novels, or you want them to get into maybe reading some more of the classics, this is a great way to introduce it, because it is really, really pretty graphics, and it's just not quite as overwhelming as the novel would be. So that's a great way to introduce them. And then another classic that I got as a graphic novel for the spring instead of the actual novel is Watership Down. Again, if you have a kid, because even as a graphic novel, you guys, this is not, it's not like a little baby book. It is definitely a thicker graphic novel, but it is absolutely beautiful. You have all the little animals, and I just think with the illustrations, it makes this one even more special. So this would be a perfect springtime read for your kids. If you are looking for some more hands-on like spring resources for your homeschool, I'm going to leave a link in the description for a bunch of freebies. We have seasonal freebies. We also have freebies for each month of the year. So we have some for like April that would be great for all of the different things like Easter and Earth Day and all those things that are going to be happening in the month of April during the springtime. So I will leave all of that linked in the description so that you can grab some really fun and free printables to add to your homeschool so that you can enjoy the springtime and make learning more fun.